Okay, so, wow, what an insanely busy day today. I haven't even taken a shower yet. This is a point where you go, you look like crap, even more than you normally do. That's what you should say about me right now, because I think I look a little rough. Some days, you just have a lot to do. These are the 5-year plan on how the camera companies are going to try to take every penny you got out of your wallet. I've told you before, and this is absolutely correct, that all photography companies are always working at least 4 to 5 years ahead of what they release. The next two technologies that will make you, and you will be impugned through advertising and peer pressure and gear acquisition syndrome, to desire two new technologies, one of which you already know about, the RGBW sensor technology. Will have a much increased dynamic range with a white trans photo sight. Yeah, that's what it's called. So, that'll be the next technology. Because the nature of silicon wafer technology and the sensors, the CMOS sensors inside the cameras, it's really been peaked. Because a camera is not a sensor, by the way. It's an image processor. The Nikon D750, for example, uses the exact same sensor as the Nikon D610. So then you're going like, well, why does the Nikon D750 have crazy high ISO performance over the Nikon D610? Because the algorithms, the SNR firmware, the applied technology to the gain, input gain, because ISO has no connection to exposure. All exposure is gain in time. ISO is applied gain to a captured, that would be past tense. The word captured is past tense. Captured signal. So it's the way the signal is processed. That's an undeniable fact. So the next technology is the RGBW sensor with the same heavy-handed algorithms and broadband 80 converters we're going to have. New technology for you to lust after. And then after that happens, all HDR photography is going to vanish. Within the next 3 years, Panasonic's announced it like last year. I was the first photography channel to announce it. It'll be adaptive resistance technology such that you can take crazy high dynamic range shots with one shot. There will be no more HDR photography. Period. You could take a straight shot like a normal shot, or you could take a single true HDR shot. Like say you've got Sally standing in the cave and she's dark, and then you got the outside of the cave where everything's brightly lit by the sun. Well, with the ADR technology, what it will do is it will selectively apply, this is not that complicated of a technology, by the way, apply resistance once saturation is met on, say, the bright background, okay, and allow saturation to occur to raise like the shadow of Sally who's standing just inside the mouth of a cave, for example, such that the background and subject foreground, in this case, so far away it falls outside the dynamic range of any damn camera. Not only that, it falls way the hell outside, and normally you have to take a tripod shot and do some HDR photography, but this technology will allow you in a single click such that you will set the parameters for the HDR and the dynamic range of the camera, so it will take that dynamic range and it will do this to it. By applying resistance and saturation to the shadows, and resistance to the highlights, the speculars, such that the dynamic range goes from this to this, and then it is well within the dynamic range of your camera. And these are the two next technologies that camera companies right now are working feverishly to bring to market. This is not speculation, this is hardcore fact. To make you go, oh, my old camera's a piece of crap, I gotta buy this new thing, because everybody else is getting one, and I gotta have it. Yeah, you know, like I was really happy with my camera before, but now I see it's a piece of shit. And I gotta have the latest and greatest. You see, the way it works is if like a camera company makes a really good camera, it's like, that's it, we're done. Camera companies don't stay alive. They gotta come out with new crap and make you desire the new crap and open up your wallet and drop the Benjis. Hello, local camera store? Yeah, I want to pre-order that super fantastic piece of shit yeah. Yeah, I know it's expensive, but I gotta have it. You know what I'm talking about. So that is what Nikon and Sony and everybody had to get your money. That's the eagle. That's the evil laugh of heavy-handed capitalism. Not that I'm anti-capitalistic. The heavy-handed evil laugh of it's really about like the only way we're gonna stay in business is if we come up with new crap, make you desire it, and make you buy it, and then while you're buying that crap, we're gonna work on new crap that's gonna make that awesome current new crap look like old dirty crap. You see, cycle of life. Actually, it's called the cycle of consumerism. It goes like this. New crap, enjoy your new crap. New crap comes out, makes you hate your old crap, makes you sell off your old crap, makes you buy new crap. Then new crap comes out, then you use that crap, and then you hear new crap's coming out, and then the new crap comes out, and then you sell off your old crap, and then, that's the way it's been working these many, many years. Some people, they're like, oh, it's a shocker to them. It shouldn't be a shocker. So that's what's happening in the next 4 to 5 years, along with a couple of other things, of which I will mention later. This video, by the way, is not speculation. It is hardcore fact. That is exactly what is happening. No ifs, ands, or buts. Believe it, don't believe it, don't care. It is what is happening. I can absolutely guarantee you that with utmost certainty. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, drop me a buck or two, because I bust my butt. I answer more questions and comments and emails than the other top 15 or 20 or whatever the hell they are YouTube photography channels combined. Even if you hate me, you know I am answering a crap load of comments more so than anybody else is. And emails. You know it's true, even if you hate me. This is funny. I appreciate any donation. But this is really funny. I like it. Someone sent me a PayPal donation yesterday, the day before yesterday. And it was for 1 penny. And then the guy left in the comment, I hate you. So he sent me a penny donation. And I laughed a little bit, and I was like, yay, at least it's a penny. One time, another person did that, except they did it even more creatively. It had to be converted from another currency, I forget what it was, but they made sure that the currency rate was such that it was like 15 euro, for 15 cents in a euro, whatever. I forget what sort of foreign currency it was, but after the conversion, it said your donation is 0.00. So they made sure the conversion ate up all of it, so there was nothing there really. That was my favorite one. I loved it. That was actually precious. Oh my God. I do love a good laugh, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need to take a shower. Thanks for watching. Bye.